Hey guys, Long Haul Larry. We're up here in the Yooper house and I'm gonna start working on these kitchen cabinets. Kind of been putting this off a couple days, need to get it done. First thing I'm gonna do is build a cabinet that can go right over here. And that there hood, which is very dusty and stuff, but brand new, is going to mount up underneath it. Microwave will sit up on top of there like so. And we're going to mount that right up in there. So that's what we're going to work on. So I've done all the measurings. Everything else looks like this is going to be where the top of the hood is going to sit. That seems to be a good height, so that you can still get pots underneath here and everything else. So we're going to start making a frame and everything, a box basically that's going to sit around here with 3/4 inch plywood. And then it's going to have this 3/4 inch red oak board that's going to be all around it for accent trim. So I guess nothing better but get started. I've done all the measurements, figuring it all out. And my son-in-law, is that what he is, a son-in-law?
Yeah.
I always get that stuff confused. Mr. Drunk Carpenter, well, he always does something. He always has projects with a beer. I'm at the Yooper house, so it's beer time. So we'll get started. We'll see how many beers this project is.
8 o'clock in the morning.
It's not 8 o'clock, it's 7:30. So we'll see how many beers this whole project comes out to be. I don't know. This could be bad. Could be we plan on going someplace tonight. I don't know. We'll see. There you go. Breakfast of Champions. Alright, let's get going. I'm going to cut some wood and start making. I'm just going to basically cut some 3/4 inch plywood, make a box that'll fit up there, and then Alright guys, we're out in the garage here, and I'm cutting up all these panels. It's basically going to be like a box that I'm building that's going to go right up in there, and it's going to be anchored into the studs of the walls. And it's going to have the hood that's going to mount on the bottom, and then this is the front. And I put a piece, I got still sand in here, but I sandwiched a piece of finished plywood. It's just a little bit under 1/4 inch thick, and I put it in here. And then there's going to be red oak trim that's going to go all the way around all this stuff, you know, all the way around the edges and stuff. But I just wanted the inside to be red oak so it matches the rest of the cabinet. So I cut out a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, and that's what the whole box is built with. And I sandwich this on there just so it looks better. And you can see that's where the microwave will sit, is right in here. The hood will be on the bottom. And then I cut these grooves in. I still have to transfer the cuts through on that finished plywood. And those are going to be like vents. So they'll be up here, and there'll be like little vents going in here. So the heat of the microwave, when it runs, this box is going to fill up with heat, and that way it gets some way to get out. So I got that's the front. And we got the two sides, we got the back part, and I got the top and the bottom. They're all built and everything. All ready to go. So now I gotta glue them together, finish nailing them. There'll be finished nails going all through, and do all that. So that's what I'm gonna start now. I'm kind of getting to the end of the first beer, so we're down to a 1 beer. We're gonna go to number 2, I guess. So that's it. It's a 1 beer thing gone. I think what I need is I need a beer assistant. So beer assistant. I may need to put an ad in Marketplace or something for an accurate beer assistant. Come on now. All right, there we go. Whew. Man, that was interesting. Little foamy though. You want to work on that next time? Mm-hmm. So what was the reasoning for that throw? You said you're a lefty, so we put it in your left. I just don't know.
At least it didn't hit you in the head or anything.
Hit me in the head or anything? She was mad at me this morning.
Yep.
She was mad. She was angry at me this morning.
Yep.
It's because I've been playing on the PlayStation, and I keep the internet is kind of like in and out and stuff for doing the PlayStation. Works good for her work, but it's kind of in and out. And I've played a couple games and it kind of cuts in and out once in a while. It kicks me out of games. And I decided to, I've been doing it through Wi-Fi, so I connected it to an actual cable, and then it actually works. It worked good. And so I played a game, and I haven't played for a while. Played a game, and we actually went, this group I was in, we actually did the whole Easter egg of this map and completed it and everything. So I just got a little bit later than her. She's got to go to sleep early. And I finished, I think it was like 11:30, and I thought, I was laying there, and I was like, for one thing, I hadn't showered, and we were in mud and stuff, so I did change clothes, but I hadn't showered. I'm like, I don't want to go crawl in bed, and it's late to take a shower. And then I thought, you know, go in there and wake her up, trying to get into bed and stuff. So I was being considerate. So I fluffed up a blanket there, put it underneath for a pillow, grabbed another blanket, pulled it over, and I went to sleep on the couch. And she woke up, and she was mad at me that I did not come to bed. You just can't win. You try to be nice, and you just can't win.
Well, it was a nice thought.
Just thinking of you. That's all I was doing.
Just don't let it happen again.
So I am not Mr. Woodworker, but I will need your assistance for this. Because we're going to glue, and I'm going to hammer, and you can hold, stuff like that.
Alright, go.
Okay, so how much
6
longer you got?
minutes.
6 minutes? Alright. Go do that, and I will wait for you. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I can't do this anyways because I need to cut a square open for the outlet, where the outlet is, and cut a hole for the wire to come through. I probably should figure that out before I put the whole box together.
Yes.
So, ooh, good thing Tracy didn't screw that up.
Right?
Man, but good thing I caught her screw up there. Well, guys, there it is. Now I just got to put the finishing trim on it. Clean it up a little bit. I'm going to get this stuff here. It's like a real thin sheet of plywood. It's got a nice finish on it. Kind of matches up with that. I'm going to put a piece on here. I wasn't thinking about it. I should have put a piece on there to begin with. But I'm going to put a piece on there, run up, and then put a piece of finished trim down here, all the way along the bottom, in that corner, and going across the top, and then I'm going to put a little 3/4 inch strip of oak finish trim going all the way around here. And nail that all on there and everything else. But she is in there, powered up. There's a microwave all set up. The hood is all in. There's the fan kicking on. There's high. There's low. Vented out there. And the light. It is just a halogen light. But we were thinking that, because we looked at them and the LED ones were really super expensive, weren't they?
Yeah.
We were looking at them and I think this was what? I can't remember, but it wasn't that much.
It was only like $40 or something.
I don't even think it was 40 bucks. It was super cheap. But the LED ones were like 100 and something.
It's redonkulous.
Yeah, it was redonkulous. So, I mean, it's decent light, but it's just a little halogen bulb. It's a 40-watt bulb, and it's a little screw-in thing. Should be able to replace that with an LED in the future, right?
Yep.
Then we got an LED one. It didn't cost a redonkulous amount.
Redonkulous.
Donkulous. So I gotta get cut and trim and everything else so far. We're a 2-beer project.
That's because you drank slow.
It's because I drink slow. There we go. 2 down. I would say beer assistant, but I'm in the house and she doesn't throw very good. So I better get my own. So I'm gonna get another beer and go out there and start operating very sharp saw materials, saw blades and everything, and cut up some trim. See ya. Alright guys, this cabinet is 99% done. I gotta get my little nail driver thing and go through them, but I'm gonna wait till all the wood is done and go through and do it once. I just got to punch the nails, the heads in a little bit deeper. But got her all set up. It's all trimmed out and everything. Got all hardwood trim all the way around. And I got the nice plywood in here that'll stain just the same as the other ones. Got the microwave all set up in there. Got the hood on here. We're gonna put some like a black tile right here on this wall so it makes it easier to clean if something splatters or something like that. She's talking back there too. I said, control yourself. And then we got, these were shelves that Mr. Drunk Carpenter put up. And they're pine, and the thing is, we didn't know what we were going to do. I actually told him to put these boards up. But we didn't know what we were going to do, if we were going to paint or stain or what. Well, we decided to stain, so we're putting the same boards, red oak boards, on here too. I left these supports here on the wall, I left these the same. We're actually going to paint these the same color of the wall so they kind of don't stand out. Those there. And we'll paint those the same color as the wall, but then we're going to stain the wood shelves. So that's all done with. Those are all put in, and they're all level and everything. Everything is good there. And then I got the new red oak piece of board in here. I had a piece of pine in there too. So this way they all match up and everything. What do I have left in the kitchen? I have to do a lot of that plywood stuff. I still have to put a piece of trim over this. There's going to be pieces of like a 1x4 trim with a 45 cut here, going across here to here, and another piece down there. That's going to cover up that seam. I'm just going to do that in pine, and we'll paint that same color as the ceiling, just a white. And so it covers up that seam so you don't see the door so much. You will see it, but it'll be nicer looking, put it that way. And then I got to put all that real thin laminate paneling, that red oak finish on it. Like, it's this stuff right here that I put on in over here. And I got to put it all the way along the bottom of the cabinets. I got to do all that all the way around. And put it on the ends that you see. So this is all that fake wood. So I'm going to cover that up with that stuff. That'll make it flush with this. Put it there. I got to put it inside the shelves. Put some up on that one, because you'll see that inside the refrigerator, and like right here, and then I got to put it there, and then I got to finish the corner, the floor trim, come around that corner, come along there and stuff. So, and then the half round or a quarter round, I got the quarter round red oak trim that's going to go along the top up in the ceiling. But that'll be for tomorrow, because we're going on a special trip. It's starting to get dark out. We've taken breaks and eaten and dinner and stuff. And somebody over there likes rocks. She likes rocks. She's got rocks in her head. But, obviously. But up here in UP, they have what's called Yooper rocks. And they glow in the dark. And the hardware store had a big sign up and said, get your Yooper rock finder. Yooper light. And I bought her one and gave it to her for a present, I guess. I don't know. I said, happy birthday. There you go. But I didn't even look at the price of this thing. And I went to check out, and it seemed like a little bit more than I thought it was going to be for a couple things I had. I used my card, and I was walking out the truck, and I was like, man, how much did that flashlight cost? And I looked at it, $49. I was like, wow. These better be some good Yooper yellow lights. But what it basically is a black light. I'll turn this off so you can see it. Turn it on. See it? And it's a black light. See, look at no stains. That would have been embarrassing if we would have done this. There was like blood stains all over the place and stuff. Ah! But basically, I guess you go shine this on the rocks in the dark down on the beach, and you get Yooper rocks. I guess they glow. So, and then you can put them in your rock garden to grow more rocks, I guess. I don't know why you'd have a rock garden. But you put them in there, and then I guess when light shines on them or something, and they glow. So that'd be kind of cool. So we're actually going to be jumping into Quasi, and we're heading down to the lake. And I'm on my third beer, so I'm not driving. So you get to drive old Quasi down the lake.
It's dark though.
It's got lights, and this will showcase all my lights on it too. Show how bright all of them are. Ooh boy!
Wait a minute.
What?
Are you gonna be the windshield wiper operator?
I will have to step into the place as a windshield wiper, whatever it is. All right, guys, we're heading down to the beach, and I'll see you guys down there. Well, this is what looking for Yooper rocks, I guess, looks like. You know what's really crazy, guys? Is there's people all down there. I don't know if you can see the blue lights. There's people all down there. They're all doing the same thing. Everybody's looking for these Yooper rock things. I have no idea what they're supposed to look like. But I tell you what, it's pretty nice being down here at night and no wind. Right? I don't know. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I think they're green.
I have no idea. They're supposed to glow. I guess this is a thing. I do not know. I don't know what kind of, it's got some mineral in them or something.
Yeah, but I can't remember what. I have to read about it again.
I think we need to go to a place that's not a park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That property or whatever.
Yeah, that one piece of property way down there that we pulled off. And I bet you anything you'd find them there. This place here, everybody just combs it over. Pretty exciting stuff there, guys. Pretty exciting. Well, we also didn't bring the UTV down here either. We took off and it's getting chillier. It gets down to like 40 at night still. But look at that moon up there. Pretty. I don't know how good you're gonna be able to see this. Well, we are back. And Little Miss Rock Hunter doesn't think she's successful because we didn't even know what Yooper rocks look like. And we saw some rocks. And we actually went on Google and stuff, and that put us to a YouTube video, and we watched it. And these are nothing like what we saw. The ones that we saw online, they're actually gold. They're like, they shine when you put UV light on it, and they turn like a gold color. So these here, I don't know, they were like orange, or what was it?
They like, yeah, like melon color.
I don't know. They kind of, when I'll turn the flashlight, I'll turn the light off, and you guys can see them. So, oops, where the heck is the power button?
I'm scared.
Me too. So,
Not these.
okay, that's nothing. Okay, you see that? They turn orange when the UV light gets on them. Actually, our table
I
is.
just seen that.
See how it turns like an orange color when the UV light hits it? I don't think this one does anything, does it? It's got like blue specks in it.
This is why I picked it up. It's got like a, I don't know what you would call it inside of it.
But see that inside there? It looks like an orange kind of. But yeah, you guys can look on YouTube and look on Google and stuff. Wait, look at, is that a stain or what is that on there?
Well,
Somebody died on there or something. The Durham Carpenter made this. Looks like it's got a little blood and stuff on there or something. What, do you get this wood from the slaughterhouse?
It's a casket.
It's a casket. But yeah, so we didn't know what we really were doing. But I think that we need to find a place where people are not. Because that beach was just packed full of people. There must have been 20 cars up in that parking lot, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
So I think we got to find a non-public place that we can go to. Maybe people haven't combed over. You can see I have my drone out. I actually was updating it, and I was going to actually fly it, and I can't take off. Well, guys, my camera died. I was showing you guys the Yooper rocks, but we definitely didn't find what we're supposed to. Some of them had a little glow in it. Something. We don't know what it is. we'll figure it out. And we actually saw you could buy them on Amazon. A 2-ounce rock for $28. An authentic Yooper rock from northern Michigan. It's pretty crazy. But I am actually going to be doing a barbecue tomorrow. Tracy kind of seems to like brisket. Mm-hmm. There you go. You have to make sounds. They can't see you. Mm-hmm. You can't nod your head behind the camera. But so I got ourselves a smaller one. This is just a point. This is what they call a point. It's not a whole brisket. The whole brisket. You got a point, or no, it's a point and a flat. I can't even think now. I just confused myself. I'm tired. No, this is the point. And you got the other point. There's a point and a flat in a brisket, and the other part is kind of a bigger part. It has a lot more fat in it. This here is a more leaner part of it. So, I'll show you guys what I do. It is the night before. And I brought a lot of my stuff up here. But I don't have like my good knives and some kind of good knives and stuff. And I don't have my aluminum pans either. I know I brought them, but I don't know where they went. They were out in the garage. I think somebody threw them in the garbage. What in the world do you want these aluminum pans for? But we won't say who did that.
They are in the garage.
No, I wouldn't look them. Alright. I know some people will say this is completely wrong, but I will be taking the fat off of this. Not all of it, but most of it. Alright. Got that side pretty much cleaned off. But you can see this side over here is where all the fat is. See, you got most of the fat off, just a little bit of marble left on it. This side over here, what we're going to do is take this down to just about half of what's on here. So I'm actually going to be leaving some of this on. That's a big old hunk of fat.
Too bad you gotta pay for that.
Yeah, the messed up thing about it is it said the package trimmed. We're just leaving like 1/8 to 1/4 inch of fat on here. And what's going to happen is when I put it onto the grill, I will put it fat side up, and as it starts to heat, this fat will kind of burn off of it and it'll kind of soak into the meat and keep it moist. But then if you have too much fat and you cut it and you get some brisket and you get it and you always got a bunch of hunks of fat on it and stuff, that's just useless. You're not going to eat that. No, you don't. You don't eat that.
You don't eat that?
No, that's just not even good. That's, come on now. You want to eat that?
Not raw.
Alright, so then I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to score the fat too. Because the thing is the reason why I take, another reason why I take a bunch of the fat off is because I'm going to do a rub. And I'm going to let it soak overnight. And if you put the rub on there and you leave all that fat on there, well, then you're just seasoning the fat. And it's not going to get to the meat. Just like so. So then we mix up rub. And this is a rub that I make all the time. And I always make it in this Tupperware dish. It's the same Tupperware dish I make it in. It's old and everything. It actually had some rub in it. And I just mixed up another batch and mixed it with it. And that is the recipe. And this is the recipe I have. I use two different ones. I got a sweet one that I use, and I got it's a Texas, a hot one. basically what's in it is a half cup of paprika, a quarter cup of kosher salt, quarter cup of sugar, quarter cup of brown sugar, quarter cup of cumin, not Cummings.
Human.
And quarter cup of chili powder, quarter cup of fresh black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper.
Cayenne.
Thinking of your daughter. Cayenne pepper. It's probably a little bit more than that in there because I kind of spilled a little bit. So it might be a little bit hotter.
What?
Yeah, you love hot stuff. So then, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start drizzling this all over. And then this is where I usually have an aluminum foil pan, but I don't have one. And I'm going to tell you that Tracy gave me this one over here, the Copper Chef one. And I'm going to tell you it's going to make it smell. It's going to smell like barbecue forever.
Well, then you just have to keep making me brisket.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
But basically, time to rub your meat. Yeah, I said that. Make sure you get all the edges. Get it into all the cracks and crevices of it. Just like so. So the same thing, I'm going to put it fat side up. And I'm going to use this here, dump it on top of there, fell off. And what's going to happen is all these spices and salt and everything else is going to break down this meat a little bit tonight. And you're going to let it sit overnight. One like 5 to 8 hours you want to sit like this. And it's actually going to break the meat down. But then I got one last thing. I also inject it. And this is where you get really tender brisket. Is it on me or cabinet?
It's on you.
There it goes. This is beef broth, and I just put a little bit in there, and Worcestershire sauce. And how much? I don't know. I do that until I don't feel like doing it anymore. Something like that. And start that all up in there. And you just start sticking it in there. Squeeze. Squeeze. And you're going to see the brisket kind of swell. And I will be, when I cook it, you guys will see what I do afterwards. I will actually make a sauce similar to this, but with other stuff in it. And after it has cooked for a while, I will actually wrap it and then put it in all there and put it back in there and finish cooking it. Woo! Got your coffee cup. You have a little Worcestershire sausage coffee. But that sauce I make on the stove. Do not make this on the stove and then inject your brisket.
Your meat?
Inject the hot liquid into this and then let it sit in the refrigerator.
No.
That's not going to work. But that's it. Sprinkle the rest of this in there. aluminum tins things, and then I'll put some foil on it, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator. And when I get up to barbecue, then this will be all kind of juices inside, and all this this rub will actually be kind of soaked into it, and I'll put a little bit more rub on it and then put it on the grill. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, and time for Betty Bye. Right?
Yeah. Are you questioning my
Yes, I am very much
videography
so.
capabilities right now?
Every time you hold the camera, you're like this, and I look over and you're going down like this.
You wait and see, mister.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the fine work over there, but I don't know where it is. There
It's
it
over
is.
there, the cabinet.
I'm loving it.
But we'll fire the grill up and throw this on. It's a 12-hour cook, and stuff comes out pretty tender. You've had it before.
Yep.
Was it good?
That's why I wanted you to make it again.
There we go. This is actually the sweet stuff right here. This is from the other room. This one's a hot one and one's a sweet. I always have different.
Says I can't video them. Jeez.
What?
Nothing.
So there you guys go. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and tomorrow I'm doing a barbecue while I'm doing all this finished work in here and stuff. So I'll catch you guys later. I hope that everybody has themselves a great day, great night. So watch this here video, and if you're not, well, let's do it all over again tomorrow. Try it all over again tomorrow. Should we take the garbage out, or should we just leave all that fat sitting there? I think we should take it out. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.